Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to our Saturday stream where we study whatever you guys want. Casual study, we will try to keep it everyone friendly. Try to not overdo it, but it has been a pattern on our streams that we do, so I'm sorry if we do. Termarch, is he world level champion? I have no idea. We're gonna see the results and then we're gonna know. That are like Tsumesu and Shogi. That's what I assumed because when I asked people on our Discord what they would recommend, they said study the basics. They use this word, I forgot. Not elementary, maybe elementary things, but yeah, basics basically. So I've been trying to get used to my new guitar, and I found it really enjoyable because you just repeat the same thing over and over again, making your hand flexible. You get used to the melody and the way the frets work. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed it today and yesterday. Getting more fluent at it. He never streams Arima. Maybe he should. Maybe he should. Hello, hello, sleeping bird. It's Arima. All right. Arima, Arima, Arima. Gotcha. Arima is fun. So if you guys don't know what Arima is, it's like animals fighting on the board and you have to get your rabbit to the end. And I am assuming that bigger animals can eat smaller ones. And then the smallest maybe can eat the elephant. I'm not sure if it's that type of game. But it looks like this. So, if it rings a bell, there are like 4 squares on the middle of the board that you cannot go, or like they have some kind of property to it, yeah. And this is the set that he plays on, or the page, I guess. Like he uses this set. Oh yeah. Oh, you used to own a set, nice. Hey, whoa, crazy cats. Should I do the same with my camera? How do I do it? That's maybe too much work for me to do, but we shall do it. Transform. Copy, transform. Ah, I cannot do it because it's flip. Okay. Rotate. We rotate. We rotate. We, and finally. Here we go. Here. Specifically hard for AI. Yeah, I mean, probably AI is gonna learn everything. Yeah, AI was gonna be good at everything, especially now that they have those neural networks there. Like they're gonna learn anything you give them by trying every possible variation. This is definitely too hot to drink. Whee! Don't you dare break this pyramid. Yeah, you done it. Great. All right, guys. So, what would you like to study? Do you have any proposition for today? I got another package of Shogi Sekai from Japan. I didn't actually study much this week myself. Not gonna lie, I had a very weird week, like very horrible. But this Saturday finally it started to, and yesterday it finally started to get better. Today's a great weather. Even went to the river, played some guitar. Maybe it has something to do with the planets being in one line. I don't know if you guys know that certain planets, a very rare occurrence, are in this line. Who knows how the astronomical, or whatever the word was, things work, you know? Maybe because this planet is next to this planet, my brain is like paralyzed. Or nah, I don't believe in those stuff. But anyway, it's a cool astronomical thing that's happening if you're interested in those. Astrology, I think that was the word, astrology. In Harry Potter, it was like, ooh, astrology. Astronomical Nifu, exactly. I can watch the stream tomorrow. Would you be willing to look at the game of mine? Sure, we can do that. Sleeping Bird. Did you upload it already? I had it open somewhere here. I have one Kifu from Ko that's gonna be on YouTube. But it's only one Kifu I have, so yeah, but okay, so you should have to upload it here. Okay, I'll just post it in the chat. Yeah, post it in the chat and I'm gonna open it. It's gonna be faster this way. Just make sure I can like open it because Shogi sometimes like blocks the access. To like analyze this. Okay. Okay, I can see it. So you are Sleeping Bird. Wait, are you you're the hedgehog, right? You are Sente. Okay. Hedgehog. Astronomical phenomena can totally... I am both bird or hedgehog. Oh, okay. I was like, I am both Valorant and Hedgehog. That's what my brain read. And I'm like, did you play against yourself? And I'm like, is that legal? Why would you do that? But no, you meant like, yeah, you're both Sleeping Bird and the Hedgehog. Okay, like on Twitch. And now my brain clicked. I was like very confused for a moment. Huh. Okay, astronomical phenomena can totally change your life, though the dinosaurs learned it very early. I mean, in my times, we also had like some scare that there are those sun explosions that trigger some electronical faults in your phone or something and the world will stop working. But apparently sun does it often and it does kind of influence us, but not this badly. I don't know how it was called, like sun explosion. That sounds wrong, but get it together, Caro. No, Caro is not getting it together. Caro has been, as I explained, very weird week. And finally it's getting better, so Caro will be crazy today because Caro is happy. All right, so you are Sente. So let's see, a Sente is on the bottom. And your question was? Did you have any questions? Hedgehog. Just look at your game, I believe. Okay. Shogi explained versus time zombie much when. You're too busy planning for your birthday. Well, I'm not the type like you time zombie where you create this amazing, look at this WSL, here is what this guy eats on lunch. I mean, this is amazing, but this is my parody of it. This is what this guy eats on lunch. This is Kara's favorite meal and blah 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 blah. This is the guitar she plays on. No, it's gonna be more like I wanna have a nice day with you guys and maybe we can do something together. And yeah, this type of stream. And yes, I have certain 1 or 2 ideas. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I like, yeah, I could make it like more. I could like prepare stuff and so on, but it's my birthday. I just want to spend it like I want, right? There's too much work to just celebrate my birthday. Basics mistakes. Okay, Sleeping Bird, you're gonna check that. The food coverage is great. Yes, I agree. The lunch thing was amazing. I agree. Decent. Okay. Decent. Need to work on it. I was hoping you play cool PC game. Ooh. I hope it won't freeze me. My opponent was a strong chess player, but Shogi beginner. Yeah, it's a Valorant, right? And was also on the phone during the... That's cheating! No, I know what you mean by on phone, but... Alright, so usually you would like to exchange those bishops, because... I mean, you can do one move later, you probably will. Here. No, no, no. This is where you exchange it. Then you take. Now the problem is, can they do this or not? That's always gonna be the question. Do you have counter for it? Yeah. You would think of bishop drop here, bishop drop there. If it's too late, I'm not sure if it's too late or not, because the problem is if we do that here, they have this fork now. Yeah, maybe this move was like wrong. If you wanna go Jossicki, yeah. This is super advanced stuff, but is there an Pasan in Shogi? Holy no. Let's see. This is not a very flexible move. Because you don't know what they're gonna play yet. Okay, I mean, you can think. Let's assume you know this is bishop exchange, yeah, because they played here. If they play Furi bishop, yeah. So you played this because you expect them to play Ibisha, but this is not the most flexible move. This is more flexible. Well, we see they're going Ibisha, so we could play this first. God, sometimes you wanna keep here. Because it's bishop exchange, you might wanna play it here, you know. So I think it's too early. Yeah, pawns cannot go diagonally. By the way, this was Anarchy Chess reference if anybody missed it. So I would recommend, because we already played this move, go here and move this silver early so that you can come here on time. And yeah, because kind of this created that weakness, yeah. This would become a normal bishop exchange opening. If pawns take diagonally Shogi, that would be Nifu immediately, so that would be very funny as well. So we be like here, your opponent can immediately take this bishop, go here, and they kind of force your gold of the diagonal. They could be tempted to exchange here, attack this gold, so you have to defend. And then they can exchange here, so maybe... And no, so then now the problem is if you exchange here, they have this bishop fork, yeah? So kind of putting your piece on this diagonal is bad, generally speaking. So what's gonna happen is, you know, they will have the pawn exchanged and you won't, because of this weakness of yours on the diagonal. Unless you do this, but yeah. Then there's the, yeah. I'm not gonna get into details. Basically, it would be a little bit bad, maybe. You don't want them to take this like that. This is a wall, right? Clearly, a wall for our king. Yeah, so this move order is especially important in this opening, which is the bishop exchange. Hey, Mifa, subscribe to tier 1, 14 months. Welcome back. Hey, Ahaya. Hope you're doing well. We all heard that maybe TTK tournament will be, the title match will be scheduled soon, which makes everybody excited because it means that our professional game is closer to scheduling, because this year I'm thinking of giving a handicap game to TTK winner as well, so it's quite exciting. On side note, we might get a sponsorship from Ladies Pro to get their teaching for free on our Queen tournament. Thank you, Monitor, for the Prime. Welcome to the harbor. I was not even aware this is supposed to be bishop exchange. So, Shogi variant where everything else is the same, but the pawns move like Shogi chess. Yeah, but then you cannot exchange any pawn, right? Because immediately you lose to Nifu, so it doesn't make sense. How are you going to open up the position? You would have to, I don't know, sacrifice a piece to open up a line. That's like so crazy to me. One more to become the devil? Oh no. So generally speaking, if you see this shape, if you see them defend this with the bishop, and they do not close this line, this would be... oh, the train almost triggered. I need to start writing your names right now, because we have a rule on Discord that if the train gets triggered, the person who triggers it, which is Time Zombie, becomes the devil, and everybody else becomes the guardian. So whoever sends the beats, whoever subs or donates during this time gets the special guardian role on our server. If I don't know your name on the server, if it's different, you have to tell me. So we have Monitor, Shogi Mifa, Shinuito. If you're on Discord and you have a different name, please tell me. And yeah, Time Zombie, you are the devil. And the devil's privilege is that they're able to choose how to break the harbor. And the damage, the amount of damage they can do depends on the level of the hype train. If it stays level 1, they can deal as much damage as possible, and it is your guardian role to... Got it, Monitor, got it. To defend the harbor, yeah? If you guys want to defend the harbor from the damage, you have to help this hype train to get over. Thank you, Jen. Jen just saved us from level 4 train. Level 1 train, so now it's level 2. It's up to 4 or 5. So Time Zombie is now like probably, oh no, I cannot do as much damage anymore. The damage might seem like nothing, but it's annoying if suddenly your favorite harbor, the channels are messed up, right? Yeah, this is the privilege of Devil to be able to do it. Yeah. All right, in the meantime, I shall continue my duty as the game commentator. So because they didn't close the bishop, and I played this move, this indicates the bishop exchange, yeah? Hedgehog. So you already can see this move happening. Unless, yeah, you want to wait few moves. Maybe they're going for bishop exchange opposing rook. It's fine. But then maybe silver is more preferable. And here, yeah, here you have to exchange it to defend this pawn push with the silver. So that's the basics here. That's my understanding, at least. And yeah, here, this gold, because eventually you have to put it back. It kind of lost one move here. It's kind of annoying that the color of the way the piece moves, it's yellow, and the arrow is green. The red arrow is much better to see, right? Blue is horrible because, yeah, red. Let's keep it red. I wish there was a way to change the arrow. Piece set, no, it's just background. Yeah, there's no way to change the arrow, I guess. Unless it's in preferences, but... Yeah, so if we want to go for the Gangi, this is the timing, yeah? So that we go like this. Again, not allowing the bishop exchange. If we're going for Yagura, let's see. Okay, you're going for Yagura. So the move order, again, is very important. Yeah, you cannot go for Yaguras technically. Maybe here, yeah. But yeah, you cannot go because the bishop, maybe like this. Yeah. The train is almost, guys, train 2 minutes 30 seconds, level 2. You're responsible for it. I'm pretty sure Time Zombie is not gonna let this opportunity go. Please do not think my opening moves make sense. Well, everybody's moves make sense. It's just the question is, were you thinking about the right thing at the right time, yeah? So we're trying to analyze, like, how the opening normally works and, like, what you did. And we're trying to teach you why the Jossicki works this way by showing you what could have happened in this situation, right? So yes, I am kind of overthinking it, but it's for your own good, yeah? I will do maximum damage, says Time Zombie. I have no shame. And he says it in this voice, yes. you're going for Yagura. Well, because you close this, Gangi. Okay. So either you're going for Yagura on Gangi. There is no other option. There's one or another. So I already explained about Gangi, that if you want to go Gangi, you should push this pawn as like earlier. Yeah, to be able to defend the bishop exchange. And same for Yagura. Those two castles are similar in this manner, yeah? Thank you for the follow, Netty. 50 seconds, guys. 50 seconds. Level 2 train is quite big. The damage is gonna be strong. Okay. So there are two types of Gangi. I will practice my maniacal laughter next stream. Do I have a maniacal laughter, I wonder? No, I'm a good person. You can either push your silver here or here. This is old style, trying to be defensive, defending this square. Going here and keeping this pawn down allows you to be like aggressive on this file. Hey, Jen, just... Well, we need 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. A little bit more is necessary for level 3, unfortunately. Jen gifted 2 subs to Mikal and Ern, but unfortunately the hype train success for train because it hit the harbor, yeah? Everybody who donated something is gonna get cool emoticons. Thank you very much for your support. You will meet Kuma next week, Wednesday. Nice. Shogi Mifa, nice. Play some Shogi, eh? I will welcome him by beating him on the board, I hope. On the board. Rip, hurt my back. Yep. Maybe we should play like a explosion sound. Maybe I should have like this soundboard explosion. Here you go. Yes, creeper train. Yes, Nifu Tower Harbor. That's what happened. Okay, I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm overthinking it. Yeah, so if you like to use this aggressively, maybe this way is better. But you're attacking the head. Nice. Yeah, you're getting free silver. No, don't drop the silver. You want to keep it in hand, yeah? Maybe putting this one back. I mean, this one can be defensive silver. It doesn't matter, yeah? If they take, it's fine. They will have to go back. Maybe here. And then you can rebuild your Yagura or whatever. You have the silver advantage. It's like... You can maybe even go with the gold. And the gold is... You don't want to let them exchange the bishop for the gold in general. But yeah, free silver. Is this a pro game? Definitely not. Yeah, so generally, when they drop the pawn like this, you wanna take it, I guess. And then... Okay, I'm gonna explain differently. So the problem is, they can actually ignore this and go here. You have to take it, right? Because it's next to your king. They can drop a pawn. And then, if you give them this silver, they can drop it here. Yeah? So they don't care about losing the bishop because you gave them this vanguarded position, like a very advanced pawn. So they took this point, and then they're like, please give me a silver. So this is why it's probably better to take it. Like, yeah, you have to defend. It's a little bit scary because they might sacrifice. It's not gonna work because their king is in the open. You have to go back. The best move for them would be to go here, but the knight is protecting, so it's not gonna work. And then you drop. And what happens? Well, your king side is safe. You gave away one move, but they have no way of defending this one anyway. So it's like, so I defended your punch, what you gonna do type of situation, yeah? Time Zombie is saying the runaway train has crashed into the harbor. However, due to the miraculous last donation by Jen, the train diverted into an abandoned part of the harbor. The train proceeded to crash through a face wall, revealing the ancient Arima Channel. Oh, very well, very well. Arima Channel, how many A's there were? 2 A's, right? Arima Channel shall be a thing from now on. Here you go. It's right below the Majan Channel. It is now a thing. Yeah, Mifa, I think you might have exposed some bug. I wonder how it went. Like there's this famous trap on the computer when they promote the bishop in the corner and then they resign. I wonder if you exposed that. Okay, so I hope you understand. Yeah, defend first, attack later, because this is undefendable, this is defendable, yeah? Yeah, see? Even the computer is pointing out the pawn drop. It's not like the bishop was a mistake. It's just that this move was so much better for them. You still could have defended here. Arriba, arriba, arriba. I know, right? Looney Tunes. So we're going very aggressive here. And then we defend. Okay. Okay, those computer things are annoying. Is there a way for me to... Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's so much better. No annoying distractions. All right. So our bishop is blocked. That's a problem, yeah. I would be very happy to drop the silver here. Because... okay, maybe they can defend here. Maybe bring the knight first. I would like my rook to get activated like this, yeah? And if they go here... I would like to have the knight here to attack. Something like this. And then I can break through. So that would be my game plan. The computer was proposing silver to get this pawn. Then when you have the silver, it's next to the king. This knight and the silver and this knight can attack together while attacking the bishop. This is the computer idea. Which is also good because it activates your bishop. Karos recommended move, silver 3-4. Computer recommended move, silver 5-5. Actually played move, silver 4-5. You already heard from Lily, okay. Yeah, Giko, yeah, it's impossible to beat. Yeah. Let's see, what do you want to do? If you take it, they will exchange the bishops and put your gold in a weird spot. So you might feel eager to push this first. If they go back, then you take it, you gain the move. The problem is if you go here or here, this unpromoted or this unpromoted will become a check. So I would probably still take it. Okay. Okay, but this traps the gold. I'm fine with that. Yeah. No. Hedgehog. Please find me a better move in this position. Please find me a better move. I mean, I can clearly see it's already here. Maybe you and Lily analyzed it together. But yeah, this is much better, right? Why? Because your idea is to activate the rook, but this attacks the bishop, force them to... The only possible square you see is here. And you can activate the rook on the same file without wasting any tempo, yeah? This is all forced, yeah? Forcing the bishop, forcing the gold to take it. And then we are like going in. They drop, we drop. and we get a dragon. Yeah. And then we can think of different tactics. This thing is basically giving them time to defend the square. So it's not good. You didn't see. Well, now you know. Now you know. If the gold is not here, the bishop's head is a weakness. This is why, in the beginning of the game, we put the gold here to protect this weakness. Because it's such a weak point without this gold. Yeah, so it should ring an alarm in your head. No gold, boom, weakness. Yeah. It's okay. Now you know. Bishop in castle. Yeah. You still get promoted. And it's 30 seconds, so you still get promoted. You still get promoted. Okay, that's better actually. Okay. All right, we're going very aggressive. I like it. But then what? Oh, okay. Ooh. I'm angry because like the opening was, let me just say, the opening was so bad. So bad. If I were to give you a rating after seeing your opening, I would say like, thank you. But this end game, it's like, I exactly know what I'm doing. It's like top tier. Like, what the hell is this difference of I don't know what I'm doing versus my tactics, endgame tactics are perfect. It's like the thing we have in Europe, like everybody has this. Is it because of your chess experience? Sume problems. Okay, so now all you need to do is read the Aono Sensei book or the Guide to Shogi Openings and you're fine. You're fine. This is me from the past. Yes. Koshiro, so if this is you from the past, how did you improve your opening after that? Yeah, what still is... Okay, I guess me too. I guess let's admit that we all are like this. But like, what kind of advice can we give here? Like, clearly you have to know the basics of the opening, but then you are like, what English books can I read about it? And it's like, well, one of the things would be The Art of Shogi. The Art of Shogi, and I don't know if you have this book, but you can buy it from the British Foundation very easily. And it has all those openings. Practice even more. Nice one. Clanging silvers, not clashing. Okay, clanging. What's clanging silver? What's a clanging silver? Is it reclining? Maybe that's reclining. Clanging silver. Let me put it straight. This book is very old. Clanging. 108. 105, 110, 108. This is reclining silver, but it's called clanging for some reason. All right. Do not trust this book 100%, okay? Do not trust it 100%. Is it the moment where the Karo... Actually, there is reclining silver, Kimura's Jossicki, and this is clining silvers. This is when Karo is realizing that we need a new Shogi opening book in English. Page 126, but this was Gangi, right? Gangi. Karo realizing she doesn't have a good material for you to learn from. Skada specialist, something used still. Side pawn. Bishop exchange. Fortress, bishop exchange. So there's fortress, but there's no Gangi. Clutch. 170. 123. Exchange. Bishop exchange. Kaku Kokan. So-called BEX nowadays. So this chapter would tell you how to develop your... Some drama occurred because the kid is like, nah. This would tell you the order of moves to remember. And then some basics, poking attacks and stuff. This is so horrible. How can we develop as a shogi community having such old books, guys? What can we do? Karo is like, learn openings. What can we do? Depression. I can tell you what I would do in your place. Gangi wasn't popular. Well, Gangi was popular earlier, right? Write more books. It's not about memorization. It's about understanding each move. So this is what I try to do, like avoiding memorization. I try to explain to you what kind of punishment each move had in the opening. But the truth is, you have to try it all by yourself. What I would do in your place would go to this page or this page and basically go to the opening explorer and then try to find like the moves, yeah, and then find the opening I like and then watch a pro games with it. This one allows the same thing, but it's in Japanese. This here would allow you to search by the opening. Let's see how the translation works. Translate. Yakura. It's with G, by the way. So I wanted Gangi. It's called Ganki instead of Gangi. And here I would basically look at the pro game. Oh god, please give me English. Japanese, I mean. For example, this is the female game, as you saw. And I would just take a look at what order of moves and stop and think, why did she push this edge pawn so early? And then either I figure out the answer or I'm gonna go to our Discord and ask a question. That would be my way of learning, I guess. Like, just don't remember, just learn it. Speaking of Gangi, I have these Gangi notes, like handwritten notes on our Discord. Shogi Resources, was it? Handwritten Gangi. You would need to buy the book to understand it. Those are my handwritten notes. Why? I hope it works better for you guys. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Give me a sec. Smack. Here you go. Totally loaded. It's totally not from my disk that I opened this. My handwritten notes, and it teaches you like what the book had written. Yeah, you would need to buy the book though. It's annoying teaching Shogi abroad, isn't it? Yeah, we need to translate more. We need to do more. I just slowly start realizing how big of a problem that is, right? But the truth be told, first I need to finish my first book, then I can do another. For now, I can just give advices on your games, yeah. Then we have to work on the next step. You draw as well. Be patient, yeah. I've been patient for years, Jen. More higher rated players will find the calling to write books, but whenever they heed the calling or not, it's another story. Well, it's my duty to have the community that's gonna warmly embrace any new book. So here we are at the harbor. Ganki Castle. I should love Ganki Castle. Oh god. Gangi with a G. Yeah. All right, we come back to the main question. What else do you guys want to study? Just like, for example, quick explanation here. You have Gangi versus left side Mino. This is new nowadays, something that's trending. So it's worth knowing this shape. And this is something I have to explain to you using words. There is no book about it, yeah? In English, because it's the newest shape, basically. But they will follow the newest Jossicki, they will do the stuff so you can, oh, so this is what pro plays nowadays. Oh, maybe I can try the same thing. Ooh, so they're keeping this slow shape, they're activating their knight. I don't have to memorize exactly the order, but like, this is this ideal shape that I would like, you know? And then by making mistakes, you're gonna learn like exactly the order. And so on and so on. So like here, oh, there's a bishop drop, forking those two pieces, so it's a weakness, you know, just by watching, yeah, you can get those ideas. The moment Habu retires. If he retires, I guess he will retire, but it doesn't mean he will stop doing pro stuff, you know, like teaching. He might be still a busy person, and we don't know, you know, he's still strong. We don't know when or whenever he will retire. Like Kato did it for a long time, right? Chen gonna become the Gang Shogi champion. How about Arima? All right, guys, what is the next topic we would like to study today? Thanks, Koshiro, for the answer about the TTK. Oh, you decided on the game. June 18th. Okay, let me put that in calendar. June 18th. 14 UTC. 14 UTC, TTK1. We might be able to stream it, so that's great. An advice I'd give myself is to learn how to shikake and how to make good shikake shape. So shikake means engagement. So basically, how do we concentrate our pieces together so that they can attack efficiently? I have a book about this if you guys are interested into looking on it. Just to have an image how it works. He will retire when he's dead. I mean, yeah, that's an option. Edge file tactics are fun and confusing, definitely. Yes, I will show you maybe like a few examples. No. A few examples from the book. Was it public? No. Shikake means engagement. It's like, for example, in this game, this move was shikake. This is the entering point of middle game when the pieces clash. This is when the opening ends. This is where the fighting starts, and this is why it's called shikake. Shikake to begin, to commence, something like that. To commence the battle or the challenge attack, I guess. I know I had the book, I don't know where I put it. I know that I was reading it recently. Oh, here it is. How did you use Shikake the marriage? Good one. Yeah, it's like the church, exactly. Yeah, so for example, typical Shikake for... Is this reversed? I think it might be reversed. Give me a sec. Typical Shikake for 4-5 rook would be this pawn push, right? Yeah. Because it opens both rook and bishop. Typical Shikake for 3rd-5 rook would be to exchange this pawn in front of the rook, right? Because Ishida style. Typical Shikake for central rook would be to attack in the center. Typical engagement from opposing rook is to push in front of the rook. And then you have double swinging rook, which is weird, and nobody knows what's going on. So, I don't know. Tell me, guys, if you're interested in this. I'm gonna show you 1 or 2 examples. So we have 4-5 rook. We have this king coming into the castle. Like this, then center to play. Yeah, so they just played this king move. How would you engage, guys? Let me put myself here. How would you engage? How would you begin the battle? Open your bishop by moving the pawn up, says Blue Tiger. Well pointed out. This is what we just saw in the introduction. So the book will tell you, this is a very good move. You will be able to exchange those 2 pawns on the 6th file. If they defend, we go here, here, here. And what happens? We are able to play this move next, 3-4 rook. Very good rook activation. If they instead push this pawn to attack on your bishop's head, we both development. I tried to read. I had my note here. It says tenkai, which means development, and I was like, deep involvement. What the heck? No, it was development. Okay. Both sides will exchange the pawns. Doesn't mean you're bad, but doesn't mean one side will be better. But both sides are targeting good spot. So this is important for Gote to, instead of playing this king, to push this pawn first, because if we push this pawn, then they will be able to defend. So basically this is what the book is explaining, yeah? This is the Jossicki understanding. Why does Gote play pawn 5-4 first? To avoid the rook sabaki on the 6th file. So this is why those Japanese books are so good. Maybe I should just transcribe them to the shogi, honestly. This is why they're so good, because they explain Jossicki without memorization. Okay, so yeah, this book is divided by the opening, but we can do a few more examples if you guys like it. So the question is, do you guys like it? Maybe I should just learn Japanese. No, it's a wasted effort. Don't do it. Use translators. I regret, like, I mean, for my work it was necessary, but like time I spent on learning Japanese, I could have literally spent on learning shogi, right? Book streams are great, really, yeah. Learning Japanese is waste of time. Yeah, it is, not gonna lie. Okay, so we can try another. Starting position, let's say, and we have, actually it's quite similar. We have the high mino with the edge pawn pushed. We have the bishop defending here, rook at 10, they will be engaging. Okay, let's put it like this maybe. This is actually this silver. Is it correct? So now they push this pawn. So let's Gote to play. Let's start with that. And let's push this pawn. So Gote just played this. You like learning languages. That's good. So also remember that shogi books, they use very specific Japanese. That's gonna be different from spoken Japanese or like novels. They have very many shogi terminologies like pawn push or sabaki, exchanges, mutual exchanges, stuff like this that you wouldn't use in normal Japanese on daily basis. So yeah, I can read in Japanese books fine, but for example, I cannot read novels because I've trained myself to read shogi books. So it's like I know Japanese, but it's useless apart from reading shogi books, if it makes sense. Well, I mean, that's my profession, so I guess. All right, so question is, how do we answer to this engagement from Gote? What would you guys recommend? Yes, Game Grammar mentioned that every source, book, manga, novels, newspapers has a different way of use language. Exactly. So manga has very short forms, very casual forms, and they would use connections to Japanese culture a lot, even Buddhism. Like in those ninjutsu techniques, you will have like Buddhist names, basically. In books, depends one book. If it's novel, again, there will be like about feelings. Because the way, what I know is the way we write books in Europe, you would write more about the story. In Japan, you write more about the character development, right? So there will be more about these internal struggles and stuff like this. Especially in love novels, like emotions and stuff. And you know, the Japanese emotion and expression of Japanese emotions, it's completely different than ours. So for example, instead of writing, I love you, they will write, the moon is beautiful tonight. How does connect? Japanese cultural beauty. Oh, it does connect apparently. Yeah, because you don't say it directly. You will just go around. So you need also this type of knowledge to be able to read those books, because they are expressing stuff that aren't explicitly written. And then you have newspapers, which gonna use this very short kanji, like a lot of kanji and specific newspaper languages. And especially if you have like business stuff, you need to know the business kanji. If it's politics, you need to know the names of the political parties, so on, so on. It's rough to know everything at once. And then casual language talking is totally different again, yeah? What about moving the pawn in front of the rook? This one. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Correct. So if we do pawn takes, silver takes, this is a failure. Next, they're able to sabaki the silver, it's a very severe attack, and break through the 8 file. Yeah, the rook and the silver together break through. And our job as 4-5 rook is not to allow them so easily to sabaki. We cannot allow the silver to come to the 5th row. That's the rule for the silver being active, yeah? We cannot allow them to come here. So we will push this pawn before they do. And it's our main, like the strongest weapon we have. As you can see, next we're targeting to take the silver. It's very, very strong measure. If they escape, we can just take this pawn for free. That's huge in the opening. Every pawn is very big. If they don't, and they exchange the bishops, and they take this pawn, we just simply retake it, and they have no continuation. If they go here, we just go here, and this time our silver arrives at the 5th row, targeting both exchanges and defending the pawn exchange on the rook file. Yeah, so this is how we push them back and take our space. All right, how about the next problem, which is a little bit more difficult than this one. It's kind of different line, but similar, the low shape. With the fifth file pawn pushed, rook is here, and this pawn is already exchanged. This silver is coming back, so we're gonna keep it here for now, and the lance is elevated. Gote to play. So Gote just played this. What would you do here? We would like to play something before they push the silver here and correct its shape. Yeah, they're now a little bit pushed back, all the pieces are below. So think of it as a chance to engage. What would you do here? And this is, yeah, rapid advancing, oblique, or the diagonally climbing silver. I don't like the word oblique climbing silver. It's basically, yeah, diagonally advancing, climbing silver. Nana me bogi. So this one is a little bit difficult, perhaps. There is some sports event today, like the kids are shouting like, yeah, every 5 seconds. I don't know what's going on, but seems a lot of fun is happening. Yeah, I was thinking, guys, speaking of which, I was thinking if we can do stream like this, where we do not solve the same problem. Hear me out. Everybody brings their own Shogi book and solves it in their own home, right? Therefore, I solve Sume that's fitted onto my level, and you guys solve Sume fitted to your level. And then we kind of, by doing it together, we feel motivated to do it at the same time. And if we have problem with particular Sume, or if we find a particular tactic like beautiful or interesting, then you can send it to the stream, and then we can talk about this together. We can maybe do some challenges together as well. Would you guys like this type of stream? I was thinking about it. So Blue Tiger, if I understand correctly, your idea is to open the bishop in this problem as well. The problem is, what's going to happen? Pawn push means we do open the bishop line, but they're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. And at this timing, there's nothing protecting this square, right? So they can push it. And Sabaki Rook. So this is a mistake. This is where we are failing. So this is why this is not the answer. It was the answer so far, but here we need something else. You will make special collections? Okay, Time Zombie, okay. Looking forward. So I assume Time Zombie likes the idea. Hello, Justice Agent. Hello. If you guys like the idea, please tell me, because depending on that, I will or will not do it. It's like a co-working stream, but Sumeshogi co-solving stream. I don't know if it makes sense. So this time, the difference is, compared to this one, pawn push. This is the main line, please. Pawn push was attacking the silver directly. In this situation, it isn't. So it's a little bit worse. We need a different tactic here. Blue Tiger says, sounds fun, cool. Pull the bishop. No. So if you, I mean, they don't say, but this is not the answer. If we pull it back, they're gonna correct their shape. If they move it here, we're gonna put the bishop up. So there is something more aggressive we would like in this position. Something that's really hard to get. Ah, in front of the bishop. Yes, correct. Pawn drop to 7-6. So we are challenging this vanguard pawn. We just said in the previous problem, if there's a piece on the fifth row, that's a very advanced piece. So here we're challenging this advanced pawn by dropping ours, forcing an exchange. So it's a very good move. Yeah, it's really hard to see, isn't it, Virodin? They also mentioning that slow play is possible. But the problem is we're gonna arrive at this position where it is Gotted that's gonna take the initiative. So it's just not bad, but they have the initiative. So pawn drop is the correct move. So the next problem will come from this one. Silver will go up, and this is when we will move the bishop back. So I assume like bishop back pawn drop is also possible, but I didn't want to give too much hint. Rook going here. We take it, and this will be the next problem for us. What would you go do here? And I think Vieredin already knows what she should be doing here, because that was her idea to begin with. Yeah? Yes, swing the bishop, exactly. This is the correct move. So if we were to just block this silver, this, yes, kind of stops the attack. No, actually it doesn't. I wanted to say that we block your own rook, which is also a fact, but actually this square is unprotected. And they will be able to sabaki their bishop, right? I wasn't paying attention, it's fine, it's fine. So bishop move is much better, because now we're afraid for the life of this lance, yeah? If we block the bishop... Oh, wait. This silver is hanging, yeah? So something like this, guys, is important that you read 3 moves ahead in shogi games. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're able to gain advantage because you read that the silver is hanging after you force the rook line to be blocked. Now we have to also consider other moves. Pawn push. How is the silver hanging? Well, look. If we block the rook, this rook will take the silver. The knight? No. The knight moves like this, right? Am I missing the knight? You have to explain, Blue Tiger. The other silver. Yeah, it doesn't protect it. Silver move only 1 square, right? So it reaches this far. So this one is unprotected. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. We are learning together, right? So yeah, this silver moves only 1 square. So it's hanging. Okay, next, if we push the pawn, yeah, so it's 1-2. Do you guys see a good move in this position that will give us huge advantage? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, very well, Blue Tiger and Marku. Taking is good because if the bishop is taken, this rook is actually hanging. The silver doesn't protect it, yeah, silver moves like this. So we gain rook for bishop, which is kind of equal. But we also get a pawn and we get a dragon. It's now able to eat those pieces. So we have those pieces advantage, kind of. Pawn push is a nice idea, but I'm pretty sure you see now that this bishop is so much more forceful, yeah? Making this silver basically hang here and attacking the lance at the same time, much more forceful there than a pawn push, yeah? Because pawn push, pawn takes pawn, promotion takes time. In the meantime, they're gonna promote and take the knight, attack your rook. It's gonna be equal fight. This is one-sided. Okay, and Gote has even better move here. Yeah, we talked about defending here, defending here. How about this square, yeah? Pawn push, bishop takes, pawn takes is good for us as well because we are threatening bishop drop to here, making a horse type of deal. And yeah, they cannot defend it because the silver would be hanging again, right? So they cannot do two things at the same time. It's winning for us. We are also threatening this. A very nice central pawn to pressure this king. Thank you for the follow, Ozturk. Are you Turkey? From Turkey? Wait, Turkey... didn't Turkey change its name? Turkey? I probably are not from there, but I read the news and I wonder if it's a meme news or actual news. I'm not sure. But yeah, I read news about Turkey. Yeah, all right. Interesting channel. Thanks for promoting new board games. Well, welcome. It's actually traditional Japanese game. It's not new. But if it's new to you and you came to know this game from my channel, I'm really, really happy. Yeah, welcome. All right, tactic number 4. Guys, please tell me if you're bored and you would like to try, for example, different strategy. This is 4-5 rook, yeah? We could jump into central rook, we could jump into Anaguma, stuff like this at any time. Turkey, okay. It's new to me, yes. I have Turkish roots, but I live in Denmark. Oh, cool. Welcome. I don't know if I heard about Denmark shogi players. Might have not heard. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so this is basically a Japanese game. It's like chess, kinda. You have to capture the king. Really fun. But the problem is most of the materials are in Japanese. So I have to sit here and teach our community in English somehow. Do my best. Slowly we're trying to grow, yeah? Oh, that was originally Turkish name. Which no English speaker will never use. Okay. Makes Turkey sound like Swedish or German country. I mean, we call it Turcja in Polish. Totally different as well. Speaking of weird names, we call German people we don't know. Niemcy. That's how the origin of the word is. People we cannot understand or something like that. That's sometimes funny. I come from chess community. Been playing chess for 4 years. Yeah, this actually is called Japanese chess. We have rook, we have bishop, and as you can see, pieces that have been taken can come back to the board. If you take a piece, it becomes yours. So this is why it's so much more fun. The pawns will move differently. I mean, they move the same, they just capture the same way they move, not diagonally. And then we have like those general pieces that are weird for chess players. And we have knight that goes only forward. Yeah, just one square at a time. And lances that are like 1/4 of a rook, just a rook that can go forward. And then we have promotions. Most of the pieces can promote. That's all the differences. Something like Crazy House, yeah, but with promotions. You have dragon. You have dragons, yeah, like in the variation that we've just shown. Here. We made a dragon because we entered the enemy camp. So now this piece is stronger. If they recapture it, it becomes normal again. And then there are rules about pawns. You cannot have 2 pawns in one column, or you cannot win the game by a pawn drop. Pawn drop, not pawn movement. Pawn drop, specifically. Dropping means coming back to the board. That's all. That's the whole difference from chess. It's just funnier version. Crazy House is a little bit too strong because the pawns are so strong in chess. They attack 2 squares, not 1. You have queen. In shogi, most of the pieces are weaker, so like generals. Therefore, it makes it more of a durability fight, I guess. It takes much more trickiness to capture the king, much more tactics to capture the king, yeah? It's not like, boom, I drop a queen, I win. It's like slowly destroy the castle, exchange more pieces, but make sure your king won't be in checkmate, yeah, at the same time. Endgames are fun. Yeah, you could try, I recommend playing first online because the double pawn drop rule and the pawn drop, like those rules may be confusing at first, and on the board it's easy to make a mistake that you won't notice as a new player. Lee Shogi enforces those rules onto you so that you learn exactly how it works. But yeah, definitely something you could try with your friends. I heard that chess is more tactical. No, Shogi is also very tactical. Everything that we studied here is very tactical. Yeah, tactics leads to victories. Strategy leads to a good position. Yeah. Well, you have en passant, you have the castling of the king, you have double pawn movement, so it's kind of confusing. Then you have many draws. You have to know the endgame rules because you have just king and pawns, so it's very confusing, like for beginners, like how to win this endgame, how do you know it, the opposition of kings. In shogi, it's like you always have all the pieces. There's no draws, like, at all, apart from 1% of exceptions. So it feels more natural, yeah? You take more pieces, you have more pieces, you have easier time winning. But yeah, I mean, promotions, how the pieces promote, and the fact that we're using kanji, it might be confusing, but also remember we have this piece set that uses like chess-looking pieces. Maybe this will help. We have rook, we have knights, and then we have generals that just show how they move, yeah? Or this one is like a cactus or whatever. This is bishop, right? So this set might be easier for chess players to get into shogi. Lee Shogi. By the way, for Lee Shogi you need a new account compared to Lee Chess, so don't get confused. On Lee Shogi you can choose whatever you want. We're using the kanji mixed with... Kanji mixed with... this is called Czech pieces, actually. Mixed with the movement so that everybody's satisfied at the same time. Because veteran shogi players use kanji. Yeah, and it's kind of irritating for them to look at different piece sets. How good are shogi engines? Very good. Yes. Simply speaking, yes. They weren't since until a few years ago. But we had even AlphaZero play shogi as well. And of course, AlphaZero beats everything that exists. But yes, shogi engines currently beat professional shogi professionals with ease. Now they're used as learning tools. Yeah, the openings are very slow because you build up this shape called a castle, right? But endgame... I want to show you maybe example of an endgame, but this is kanji. I don't know if you guys understand kanji. I will just show you how the pieces move on the board. Yeah, you don't have to understand exactly what's going on. So yeah, you can see, right? The piece appears on the board. It comes back. Then this piece appears on the board because it's from hand. This dragon, this rook will become dragon. Take it. We take it. And another piece will come, yeah, from hand. Here, trying to surround this king movement. Bishop drop. Another piece from the hand, yeah? So it's like pieces are appearing. This is a check, by the way. This bishop is attacking this king. We defend it by sacrificing the knight in front of a pawn, just to gain the tempo. So the opponent won't take it. So there are like those mind techniques, yeah? I'm trying to get the tempo. Here we sacrifice the whole rook in order to get the endgame tactic. And this player won because they have much more speed to capture this king. This is checkmate. We call it Atsume Shogi. It's a forced checkmate, basically. See you another time, Turk. Ah, by the way, check our Discord. Yeah, we have cool Discord if you want to go and ask some questions in the future. All right, where were this we finished. This we finished. We finished. Do you guys want to do more of those problems, or you want to do something else? Cool checkmate position. Exactly. Shogi has only cool checkmate positions. Rarely we do play a slow move, and this is why it's so much cooler. Yeah. I drank water, now I'm drinking tea. It's a different cup. Don't get confused. So this is maybe a little bit boring when you look at it, because this middle game, this is how we open up the position. But end games are really cool, really dynamic. All the pieces come back to life, yeah. All right, you guys are not saying what you want, so I'm just gonna load up the next problem. They say instead of moving the silver back, so we're gonna have simple position like this, and instead they're gonna move this silver here. Previously they moved this silver back. This time they're gonna move this silver up. What you gonna do here, guys? And the hint is there's something you wanna do before pushing this pawn. So those problems are getting more difficult. Honestly, I don't know enough about shogi to recommend anything, but I was looking at the Yagura opening area. Yeah, we do have Yagura. We could take a look at Yagura engagement as well. It's called Static Rook. I don't know if you know what a static rook is. So static rook is a rook that stays on the original square. This is the third file rook because it's on the third file from the left. So yes, we do have this. Just let me find the... No, I don't have it, because this book is specifically for swinging rook, unfortunately. Okay, you guys think about this problem, and I'm gonna find some Yagura book. Don't worry, I got you. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you for the follow. Display. I also have like this crazy book about Jossicki without Jossicki, like moves, weird moves in the opening. You could try it one day. Power shogi. Why do we call it freestyle shogi? Let's call it power shogi. It's much more fun. So I have this book called Jossicki at a Glance. We can take a look at some Yagura. in there. What website is this? This is Shogi. Shogi. I'm reading English book from right to left and I got confused. Japanese is written from right to left, by the way. Top to bottom, right to left. But sometimes they break this rule, like online. For newspapers, I'm not sure. Probably right to left still. But yeah, sometimes the rule is from left to right. It's very confusing. So, for example, Yagura basics. Okay, maybe let's solve this problem first. Let's see, something we have to do before the pawn push. What would that be? Any ideas, guys? So again, the problem is if we push it here immediately, this will defend, and those two silvers being together will be very hard shape to break, and this attack will be possible. So this is not something good for us. We have a better move. And it will be really hard to get, so I'm just gonna show it. Pawn drop 7-2. Well, we simply, the target is to... you are saying here. This time they would push the silver here. And I think they would do that. Like previously we had this line to expose it, but now the silver is here already, so it's not as easily exposable, I believe. There's also the fact that they can take it and probably move here, put up pressure. Yeah, so basically no, we have better move, basically speaking. Thank you, Nettie, for subscribing. Welcome to the harbor. This is better. This is more aggressive. So the target is, if they ignore, we make a token. We take the knight. And having knight advantage in the opening like this is very beneficial. So let's say they do take it. And then this is when you play this move. It's worth noticing that if they take it, we have this nice fork, right? Of course, they don't have to take it. They will go here. Then we can... I mean, honestly speaking, they will exchange the bishop first, yeah. And then the same thing will happen, right? Because the king being here is bad shape. So they take it first, then we go here. They go here, and then we go back. Our rook will be able to sabaki because now we've exchanged those pawns. Now this file is safer because the rook went to here. And yeah, generally it's a good shape to us. Yeah, so these problems, as you can see, getting a little bit harder to explain. Each one of them get harder. If you're interested in buying this book, it's on the MyNavi. It's all in Japanese, but you can see, the answer you read in Japanese and kind of understand the flow. If you have any questions, just take a picture and send it to our Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna translate it for you, no problem. Hitome no So you guys know this Jossicki at a glance series. So Hitome no is at a glance, basically. It's the same series, but it wasn't translated to English, unfortunately. And this is why this is for Ibisha Ron. But I believe there's also the Ibisha. Yeah, there's the green one and the red one. So this is Amazon, but even being outside Japan, you can order it on My Navi. Yeah, so this would be the green one. This would be the red one. If anyone's interested, I'm just posting it in the chat. Yeah. So this is about engagement. Swinging rook and then double static rook. Swinging, double static. Really, really good practice to get the right feeling about when to engage, when to engage and how engage well with proper punch to it, yeah, with proper oomph to it. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the Yagura shape a little bit because it was requested. I don't think I have this book, unfortunately. I would have to double check. Let me just quickly check. Hitome no Kimete Kobo. There's a lot of Hitome no books. I think this is the one that I should buy it because I'm learning static rook right now. So that's definitely a buy for me. I don't have it on my computer now, so we're gonna do the other one. Welcome, Oliver. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome. So let's talk about Yagura basics, yeah? This is Japanese. This is not good. Okay. Starting position. And for example, yeah? So the way Yagura works is we push this pawn and they push here. So this is unfortunately memorization. But those are natural moves, yeah? Open bishop, open rook line, push this silver up, open bishop, forcing, allowing exchange, so we block it. And this is natural, right? And they push it here. So we can make a mistake here, and we can push this silver here. So speaking about engagement, I'm gonna flip the board. How we can engage as Gote here, yeah? What can we do? Why is it a mistake? Let's think about it together. So this would be, yeah, Yagura opening. And this isn't technically teaching you the Jossicki, it's teaching you how to expose the Jossicki mistakes, which is more fun than memorizing the Jossicki because it teaches you, this is why we do it this way. If you do it differently, you die. It's much easier to memorize it, in my opinion, like this. So, I mean, there's clearly only one possible move, but try to read out the 3 moves ahead, yeah? Remember, 1, the answer, 3, we win. Today's such a good day, like weather-wise. Yeah, I know why the last week was so horrible, because we had storms every day. Yeah. Now it's like summer is coming, and you feel like the energy flowing. And I've been doing lemonade. I never made lemonade in my life, and this year, for the first time, I made some lemonade. The first one was great. The second was even better. The third one, where I mixed berries into it, was horrible. So now I'm gonna come back and make the lemonade again, but this time, I don't know if it's healthier to use honey instead of sugar. I assumed it is. I'm gonna try to make the honey version. The lemonade. Lemon lemonade. We learn from pain. Yes, that's true, Koshiro, that's true. This is why we need to know how to expose those positions, yes. So that, yeah, I mean, we can play it in the real game and have the opponent expose it onto us, and then, yeah, we learn from pain. Push the rook pawn. He can't take it with silver, or as the bishop's hang. That's true. Every time we push this pawn, if they take it with the silver, the bishop dies. That's a very funny beginner mistake, by the way, when they... speaking of learning from pain, every shogi player I know made this mistake of, yeah, we go for Yagura. We move this pawn, this silver. Every shogi beginner made the mistake of, oh, they opened the bishop pawn. I'm gonna go for Yagura. And then your bishop dies. Because the move order matters. If they push the rook pawn, the bishop line is closed. If they open the bishop line, you cannot move this silver either to here or here because the bishop is unprotected. That's the first lesson every shogi player goes through, I assure you. Yeah, when you learn memorization, make sure you learn the proper order as well. Yes, Nettie, yes. I'm sure you guys know the pain. Yeah, I've lost the bishop in other ways too. Yeah, but I mean, it's like 3 moves and you just like resign, start a no game type of situation. So yes, they cannot take it with the silver. So the question is, what if they take it with the pawn? Yeah, they can do it. Yeah, how do we punish this? How do we punish this move though, chat? I got a funny email. Dear creators, improvements underway. Scheduled maintenance on June 15. What will happen during this scheduled maintenance? During the downtime, you may experience problems with the following services. Alerts were not... Okay, I misunderstood, but... Okay, I misunderstood. It's not funny. Okay, so basically the alerts won't work, the feed won't update. I completely misread that. All right. We don't stream on that day, I believe. Unless it's Wednesday? It is Wednesday. It is the board stream. Oh well. Take it with the rook. Good. So the idea here is... you can see that, again, if silver moves, this bishop gonna be taken. But this time is different. This time they take a rook, they lose a bishop. So we have equal exchange, bishop for the rook. But on top of that, 1, we distract the silver from the king. 2, we get a horse. 3, we get option of taking those 2 pieces. What they can do with the rook, well, they can make a dragon, but we can defend probably pawn drop, yeah? We can just defend this knight. They are not able to take more pieces. We will all the pieces, yeah? Our horse is fine. And we have like 3 pieces on top of that horse. So that would be totally winning. Now, question number 2. If they can take the bishop, how about we defend it with the gold? What would you do here, guys? This is the next problem, actually. Yeah, follow up to this one. If we were to chicken out, they just defend. They survive. So we want to do something more. Oh. So yeah, this time, if we just take it with the rook, we don't make a horse, right? So we don't wanna take the bishop, simply. Sack the bishop. Very well, Viredin, very well. We sacrifice the bishop to 7-7. This is a check, actually. Take the silver, yes. And you can see it's really hard to take it, retake it. What do we retake it with? Gold? Oops, this bishop is unprotected. With the knight? Oh, we have a silver in hand. We can just drop it here and continue attacking. You get a dragon. How about bishop? Oh, another check. Yeah? Very, very painful. This would be really hard to defend because this gold is hanging as well. If the king goes here, this gold is hanging, so it's probably the only way to protect is like bishop, and it's like horrible looking, right? We got a knight for free as well. This is actually pretty hard to continue. Maybe something like this. Yeah, we just continue attacking. Yep, it is broken. The camp is broken, right? So no good taking. The best is maybe the knight, but then the silver continues, just breaks through. Correct. And this is why we learned the Jossicki move. Move acquired. This is why you move this or this first. Yeah, this way. This doesn't work because the bishop is protected. Why didn't it work before? I forgot to mention one thing. This is working only because the rook is blocked. Yeah, if we were Gote, or if we had one more move, this silver would be still here, the rook would be still protecting the bishop, but so it happens, this move just blocks the rook and allows this move, yeah? So this is how we gain the understanding of how the Jossicki works, by just analyzing each of those positions tactically, which is really hard to do when you're a beginner, and this is why it's really good to get those books and like study it move by yourself, trying to figure it out. What was different? Why did it work? Can I use it in my own games? Type of a deal. Do you want one more from Yagura? Let's do maybe more advanced one. Like more into the opening, not an engagement. I'm just a really like basics, but what might be interesting? So for example, an easy mistake you can make. Yagura basics 2. That's gonna be the last one from Yagura. So this is like a traditional shape, right? You have your rook. Okay, this one is not pushed yet, but yeah, it's less traditional. But we have Yagura, we have the bishop going out of the castle. We have the opponent building Yagura shape as well. Also putting the bishop somewhere along this diagonal. Putting the king into the castle slowly. Something like that. And here, what we would really like to do, yeah, Yagura, almost Yagura. What we would really like to do is exchange this pawn. This is a nice Tetsuji, because pawn takes, bishop takes, they drop, we put this bishop in a nice square. But speaking about the timing, yeah? This was a horrible timing to do so. Can you guys punish Sente for playing it in the wrong timing? Can you tell me the weakness? Take silver? Nope. I mean, it's probably a good move too, but we have a better one. So the way the sacrifice will work, probably, is something like this. And then the knight jumps attacking the silver, right? So we are forced to move it away. And this bishop gets activated. If you, for example, try to make a took in here, we can use the bishop. Oh wait, the king is not here anymore. I was like, oh, we can make a check. No, the king is here. The rook will escape. We're gonna take here. We're gonna take here. So in this exchange, yes, we got this piece. Yes, we got 2 for the bishop. But also our own silver ran away. And the king, the horse is quite close to the king, right? It's kind of equal game. What we want to do is not lose material. We want to gain certain advantage here. So yeah, instead of doing that, pawn drop simply is very strong. It pins the silver to the rook, exposes the pin. Yeah, if we take, we gain a rook. It's even better. Yeah, so silver will have to go here, and then we push another one. Therefore, we gain a free silver in this case. And yeah, so this is like, for example, it's a situation where you are like, oh, I know that this is, oh, I know I have to exchange here, ooh, and then put my bishop in the right spot, right? But this is when the knowledge of those traps becomes handy. Well, actually, goddesses, I have a way to punish you because I moved my bishop here first, so I can expose your silver. Yeah, so this is something, this is not a Jossicki, but this is something you need to know if you want to play this opening, yeah? And this is something you have to learn. Instead of memorize the moves, learn why certain moves are not possible, and this way you will arrive at the Jossicki position naturally, because you will know which moves are bad and how to avoid them. Kameko, everything. we're almost finishing the stream. So we literally missed the whole stream. We had the train. We had Time Zombie at the channel to our Discord because he's the devil. We talked about the engagement. We talked about Hedgehog game. We basically tried to answer today a question: how do you learn Jossicki without memorization? I guess. Thank you, Koshiro. And we answered this basically: learning the Jossicki traps is a good way to learn Jossicki. So it's a very around type of move, a type of route, but it's a very more entertaining one, I find. Yeah. And then I also proposed, if you guys want to do a Shogi stream, when each of us will learn their own Shogi book, but we do it at the same time, so it's very motivating, and then we can share, oh, this Tsume was really good, try to solve it type of thing, or I don't know what to do, can you give me a hint? I think that could be fun, like a co-Shogi study stream. And we also mentioned that my birthday is coming up, so we're gonna do a special stream maybe for it. It's on Friday next week. And also we talked about TTK. TTK game being on Saturday. So looking forward to all of them. Which reminds me, I have German tests on Wednesday as well. Yeah, such a busy week coming for me. We've achieved achievement. Get 25 people chatting at the same time to unlock additional VIP badges. Guys, you know what it means. Additional badges. I don't know how it works though. I would have to figure it out, but we unlocked something on Twitch. Thank you, Veridin. Please come to my birthday stream. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed our casual study. Quick reminder, tomorrow we do Kifu analysis. And this is the link. I have German tests every month, I guess, Flamenco. Like every chapter we have a test. So it's like a test from each chapter. So we're going into the next one. We learn how to tell time in German this time. Kifo, and remember that there is this additional question that asks you, do you want your game to be analyzed on YouTube or not? Depending on that, we can continue our YouTube series of Kifo analysis. If you didn't check it out, check our YouTube. Yeah, we have 3 games analyzed already. The last one was quite crazy because it was my own. Oh, you named me Kari Sensei. I just realized, not Karo Sensei, Kari Sensei. Like, who's Kari Sensei? Yeah, it seems like whole game will be on YouTube next. Yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bring me your Kifo. I'm waiting for it to roast you. And have a nice Saturday, yeah? Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.